be able to have the energy and the zeal to chase, even if we are third or even if we are second, but we just have to close the gap so that the zeal and the determination and the energy will be there to continue fighting till the last day of the league.
Gaffer Ali Jansang went for only one substitution. Omar Keita rather maintained his position between the sticks. On the right hand side, the ever-present Landing Jata remains intact. Buba Jaita continues his cameo in Medina United colours. His third game for Medina after being signed from White Claw Football Academy. At the heart of the defense is the indispensable duo of Lamin Cisse and Abdullah Conte. At the heart of the midfield today, sang, there come the changes as Brian Mendy is entrusted the responsibility of locking down the midfield. He'll be supported by Mustafa Jaju and the mesmerizing Selu Jallo. Up front, Molamin Dabo maintained his position in the starting XI. Will be supported by Modu Sajo and the effervescent and the enterprising Abdul Jaju. For Waa Banjul, they have Suleiman Juf on goal, Suleiman Gay, Abdullah Sar, Usman Nyasi, and Kemo Gomez at the heart of the defense. Boubacar Senghor, Bouba Faye, Ibrahima Sow, Bira Sar in the heart of the midfield, and Alassana Jamne and Lamin Suso completes the attack. The same XI, except CD Keita. Brian, interested in locking down the middle of the park. Your Texan.
Well, I think it's a tactical switch, and you can see all the three players in the heart of the midfield are both clever. They are creative. They can do the damage. They can connect with the defense. They can bring the ball out of the defense safely. Like I said, they have that craftiness, and they can also find the players up front, and that's why I said it's a tactical approach to be able to bring the ball out safely, and then to be able to connect with the forwarders, to be able to find those gaps between the defensive lines and make those troubling passes so that the strikers can just run through and connect and then make the finish. So I think still the boys have to be very, very disciplined, because today there couldn't be any room for error, no margin for error. We just have to be at our best and make sure that we go with the maximum 3 points.
Going home with the maximum 3 points is without an iota of a doubt the primary discussion of the day. Sang, in the last game, they agreed they threw 3 points away. The players themselves did. And today, what they got to do is coming for the 3 points in the best way possible. Molamin Dabo was one of the best players in the last game on his debut. Of course, Abdullah Conte and Lamin Cisse reciting their last verses before the kickoff, of course, at the central referee being waited for now. Okay. Let them go Of course, the whistle is gone. Here at the Birkama Box Bar Mini Stadium, as Medina starting from left to right from where we're sitting, while Waa Banjul starting from right to left. Dabo touching it down for Brian Mendy, looking for the run of Mustafa Jaju deep inside the opponent box. Here comes the 18 in Alassana Jane. Buba Chaite losses that there. Jane looking for that. It falls to the foot of Bina Sar. Sar wanted to put it through, and that was a free kick in favor of Waa Banjul against Abdullah Conte, says the central referee. Markeita arranging his back line in the best way possible. A free kick around 45 yards away from goal maybe, and behind that ball is the 15 in Suleiman Gay for Waa Banjul. So to the 17 and Bouba Faye. It was a false start, says the central referee, as he had to wait for that whistle. Standing on his left is the 6 in Ibrahima Sow. Medina, of course, Waa Banjul might not be a familiar opponent, but they know each other and they have each other's respect in the best way possible. Dabo taking it out. Waa Banjul with Helen del Preso. Dabo does well to support back the fullbacks. Here comes Selu Jallo. Tries to get past his marker, rolling it through to Moru Sajo, but wonderful piece of defending there by Abdullah Sar. Sar switching play on the right. Wonderful defending there by Buba Jaite, touching it back to Abdullah Conte. Conte back to Jaite as Brian Mendy calls for that ball, threading it in between that attacking third for Waa Banjul. Landing Jata, where's on the deep right of the field. Dabo making that early run, so to Selu, but that was not the best of passes from Jata, and not one he will be proud of. Selu stood absolutely well, jinking past two markers, tried to thread a pass to Molamin Dabo, but that was great defending there by Boubacar Senghor for Waa Banjul. Senghor to Suleiman Gay. Gay sending it long, looking for the run of Lamin Suso, but Abdullah Conte stood firm, touching it all the way back to the netminder Umar Keita. Keita to Lamin Cisse. Ramos, they call him, justifiably so. Ramos to Brian Mendy. Today the DM for this afternoon, notch from the back, and where's a free kick for Medina against Alassana Jane. Landing. Selu touching it down to Molamin Dabo. Moru Sajo making the run. So to Abdul Jaju, but that pass from Molamin wasn't the best of passes. Conte. Free kick, says the central referee. He believes Abdullah Conte put his hands in the eyes of the opponent's center forward, and the central referee was so very close to the action. So here comes a free kick in favor of Lamin Suso, the skipper for Waa Banjul. So when they met last season, the coach for Medina continuously was telling the players behind the ball, and then the goal was from behind the ball because Waa Banjul lost it deep, and Mustafa Jaju had to send it to Dominic Boasi, who made a sublime pass to Umar Bojang just to poke home. Today, it's not behind the ball, it's in front of the ball.
Yeah, I believe today is a different ball game, and if you look at Waa Banjul, I'm not saying anything now because the league is too young and it's early to say anything, but last year they were very, very good, a team to play. If you're gonna play Waa Banjul last year, you have to be ready, you have to be tactically disciplined, so that's why. And last year you can also imagine a team coming in for the first time and playing with Waa Banjul. They had the experience, so you just have to be careful because they are the first division team and we are in the second division coming in for the first time, so we just have to take the precaution. So I think it was clever and we did what we could and we reached penalties and we won the game. So today here there's nothing like behind the ball. We are all in the second division. And we are the FF champions. We need 3 points and we have to go all out for it. With all due respect here today, this is a level playing field for all of us.
With all due respect to Waa Banjul, it's a level playing field. Here comes a free kick to be taken by Selu Jallo. Deep in the opponent's half. Skole won the goal against Gunjur. Can you repeat that feat? As Medina have up to 5 to 6 plus inside the opponent box. With Brian Mendy at the edge of the box. Selu, the whistle goes. Here comes a long one. Lamin Cisse was lucky. Wonderful defending there from Waa Banjul. And that will be cleared fully by Kemo Gomez around the center circle. With Brian was chasing. But Conte also jumps. Nearly loses that there, but does manage to win it. Looking for the run of the center forward Moru Sajo, who is still searching for his first goal of the season. After a wonderful display against Real de Banjul, now the poor ones against Gunjur, and Waa Banjul's defense has to be wary because he's a busy center forward, an absolute busy one. Left back, Jaite to Mustafa, who is wearing a different number sang this season. Last season he was on 15, and I'm seeing 8 behind him this season. Landing Jata on the right hand side. Jata to Brian Mendy. Medina so far have lion's share of the position. Abdullah Conte, the composed camp centre back. Very good on the ball. Having a discussion there with it for that moment. Jaita Buba, left footed, left full back. Jaju loses that to the 14, who is Kemo Gomez, the right full back for Waa Banjul. Today is Ansumadi Cham's birthday. I thought he would have been given the nod to gift himself a birthday present. But a win for Medina would be an almighty birthday present anyway, sir.
I think that will be just a perfect present that he needs right now, because we know what's going to happen when they win. So that's going to be the best present he's going to get from his friends. And a win is also going to be perfect, because that gives us 4 points, and that's going to lift the pressure off our shoulders, and we're going to go up the table a bit. So that climb alone is going to be a perfect birthday present. It couldn't come at a better time, and I think the boys have to give him that today.
Definitely got to give him that. Here comes a free kick for Waa Banjul in a very good position, deep on the right hand side of the field. Omar Keita, Abdullah Conte and Lamin Sisse arranging his backline in the best way possible. Gafalu Jan busy on the technical area, as they have to get it right against some tall, lanky Waa Banjul players. As the 15 is definitely the centre back in Suleiman Gay. Here comes a long one, whipping it hard and high. But Lamin Dabo came back to help the centre backs. Abdul Jaju chasing that, but that was a great piece of defending there from Alassana Jani to come all the way back to help his centre backs. Buba Jaita touching it down to Mustafa Jaju. Here comes Abdullah Conte. Conte to landing Jata on the right hand side of the field. Jata wants it and Jata gets it. Looking for the run of Sello. Great first time touch from Sello. All the way back to landing Jata. Playing it calm and composed. Who played in almost every possible minute last season, except Talending when he was rested at the Banjul Park. Jaju Mustafa. Switching play in the middle to Sello. Sello, what a touch. What a touch from Sello Jallo that was. Sello rolling and still getting it on the far side. Looking to connect more to Sajo, which he does now. Sajo, back to Sello. On his own center line, Lamin Sisse, Ramos they call him. Here comes Brian Mendy. Medina playing the ball swiftly inside Waa Banjul territory now. But here comes Buba Jaite, the left fullback. Jaite sending in a first time delivery to the roll of Dabo. That was absolutely close from Lamin Dabo, but close isn't enough. So close for his debut goal, sang. What a wonderful cross from Jaite. What a wonderful header. Sello Jallo at the end of the box. Lamin Dabo coming in. Whipping it high and low again. But Suleiman Juf. For a minute, Lamin Dabo came so close to scoring, but Juf stood remarkably firm, forced the goalpost, and second wonderful piece of goalkeeping. So close for his debut goal.
That would have been a perfect debut goal, because that's a team play. That's a beautiful team play. So the best thing would have been to finish that, and it would have been a perfect goal, a brilliant goal. And like you said, he's a little player, and if he has those types of runs or opportunities, he can finish them. And I think they are trying to come into the game gradually, and that is a good sign. But they still have to be very careful. This is a team that just came from the first division. They still have the passion and the hunger to go back. So they are not settling for anything less but the 3 points. So we just have to be very, very disciplined, and we have to be very, very cautious also, and take our opportunities when they come.
I was never a proper footballer. Of course, a journalist in my career since after secondary education. But you were a footballer, sang. You were a coach as well. What I saw from Lamin Dabo in the first game was, I'm here to prove myself that I'm worthy for the starting lineup. And he was at some point playing a bit under pressure. Although he did well, he must have watched the game. But how important would that first goal be in his Medina career?
I think that is going to be the key for him to start believing more in himself. And
here comes the chance, more Sajo! And the edge of the box, so close again! The goalkeeper had a fingertip to Suleiman Juf, and here comes the corner. Wonderful football. Dabo, someone will get back to you on that very quickly. There are two balls in the fray. Too much intelligence from Waa Banjul players. Not clearing the other one out. Sello Jallo to take that corner. Sajo again comes so close. 2 sudden take in the space of 5 minutes for Medina United. 10 minutes on the clock. Medina nil, Waa Banjul nil at the Birkama Box Mini Stadium. Long one. Beautiful delivery from Sello. But great piece of defending from Waa Banjul again. Sello again coming in. Very difficult to stop Sello Jallo. Pulls from the back. Absolutely very strong. And Waa Banjul will now have the chance to clear their line. Sang, you are assisting on Lamin Dabo.
Yes, I said the first goal for him will be a big key.
Yeah, great combination there. But great goalkeeping again. The boys are playing academy football. Absolute good turns, slick passing, trying to find the space. They got to find the back of the net, Sang. Yeah.
They have to. I think it's high time now we make it count because we cannot keep on coming on them.
Waa Banjul for Mama Lukratu Sang. I'm sorry once again. Molami Dabo coming in, and now they will have the chance to clear the line. They look absolutely rattled, absolutely disjointed.
Yeah, they are disjointed at the moment. But like I wanted to say, we have to make it count because we cannot keep coming at them and leaving those guys behind and making ourselves vulnerable on the break. But we have to make it count. We have to hit them and we have to hit them hard. We have to make them realize that we are here for something and it has to count. All the chances have to count.
All the chances have to count, but earlier on we were talking about Molami Dabo. You were saying something about him.
Yeah, Dabo has to score. If he finds that first goal, that's going to be very, very important for him because he's going to have more self-confidence and he's going to help the team better.
Absolutely. Here comes a throw for Waa Banjul to be taken by Usman Nyasi. Usman Nyasi, the left full back. Oh, that is going for long, and then Jallo touching it down to Brian Mendy. Mendy, Brian to Selu Jallo. Jallo back to Brian. Great football, touch from the back, and it's a free kick for Medina United. That's a free kick.
Call that a late tackle. A late tackle is a foul.
Yeah, that was a late one, absolutely.
Doesn't matter, that's why they call it late.
Definitely. Yeah. Now comes Jaite Buba to Mustafa Jaju. Jaju loses that to the 17. It's Buba 5. Touching it long. Here comes Jane. Alassana. Brian Mendy wants it and gets it. Looking for the run of Molami Dabo. Great piece of defending again from the left full back. Molami Dabo, even the commentator has to be involved this afternoon at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Dabo had to defend. So here comes. Good one, good touch. Wonderful run to Lamin Suso, the center forward. Suso touching it down. Umar Keita was watchful of that action. No wonder he's behind the armband. He was not happy with that. Complaints on Abdul Jaju, of course calling him to bring in that walker anyway. Keita touching it down to landing Jata. Jata to Lamin Sise. Sise the center back. Keita Omar. Keita to Abdullah Conte. The gaffer telling them easy, playing it easy they have to. They got to find the space. Chata landing. Abdullah Conte there rather. Conte, Cisse. Less than a year ago, they were playing completely behind the ball. Today, they are on the front foot for the large parts of the game. They have to be. Cello losses that there. That was too cheap. Suso wants it and gets it for Waa Banjul. Trying to go all the way back to reset. Morusayo calling them to come out. Here comes the 15. Gay. Tonyasi. The left foot. The gaffer telling them to be patient, easy and patient. Jan used the word easy, and for that of Waa Banjul is patient. They got to be. Jaite Buba trying to keep the ball in play in the best way possible. Abdul Jaju could not keep it back for Medina United. Still pressing now, wants it and gets it. Abdul was hungry. Few seconds ago, the netminder was telling him to bring in that work rate. Over the past second, he has given exactly that. And we a throw for Medina to be taken by Buba El Jaite, the left fullback. As Brian the DM was calling for that, but Buba looks to be going back. Now Sellu coming for it. Sellu to Buba. Buba to Brian. Brian trying to turn. All the way back to Lamin Cisse. Cisse to landing Jata. Jata landing. Looking for the run of. That was a foul against Nyasi in favor of Lamin Dabo, says the central referee. Dabo was still complaining, and Jaju telling him the whistle was already gone. Forget it, we go. Lamin Dabo going for a first time delivering the penalty area. Great defending there by Sar. Brian loses that, but Abdullah Conte wins that for Medina. Still coming in on the pressure. Conte again winning that back against Suso. Waa Banjul, here they come now. Going all the way back to Kemo Gomez. To the netminder in Suleiman Juf. Juf Suleiman. Looking for the center back. Cello pressing the center back deep. The pressing was in the very best of pressing according to Ali Jani. Here comes Lamin Cisse trying to win the tackle, but nearly loses that. Here they come is a left-footed. Suso was running, but Buba Jaite came back to help the defense line. But that was a very, very nonchalant one from Buba. Here comes Waa Banjul. Suso at the edge of the box, trying for a drive. Here comes the 10, goal for the far post. That is Binasar, but Omar Keita watch it go all the way wide to his Mojispe. Waa Banjul are building into the game, but Medina look to be the brighter side so far.
Yeah, definitely. But you can see when they have the ball, you can see the experience and a team that wants to get something out of this game. So that should be something we have to think about. When we have the momentum, we have to make it count. Like I said, it's very important. It's a short moment in football. Sometimes your opponent can have a brief moment, a short window period, and then they punish you. You can have a whole lion's share of possession and chances, and you don't capitalize. It's a waste. So we have to make it count, definitely.
You have to make it count. Abdullah Conte making it count, clearing it out. Shellu coming back to help. Of course, uses a long one. Alvante said the central referee. Here comes the right winger. Binasar at the edge of the box. Brian Mendy pressing. And that is a free kick for Waa Banjul at the edge of the box, leaving it for Suso, the keeper for Waa Banjul. The referee said Brian Mendy threw his legs on that, and that is a free kick in a very good position for Waa Banjul. Will be taken by their keeper in Lamin Suso, the number 7. Suso behind that, so to Boubacar Senghor, and also Usman Nyase. Suso placing that, it's in a very, very good position. Of course, a very, very good one for a right footer. The 10-2 behind that, who is Binasar, who looks to be absolutely well placed in Binasar. Against a 3-man barrier of Landing Jata, Modlamin Dabo, and Modu Sajo. Lamin Cisse arranging and reorganizing his back line. So to the assistant Gaffa Salah. Gaffa Aliu Jain. They have to get it right. This is absolutely well placed. Fai and Sar. Here comes Sar. Just as we thought, a very difficult ball for any goalkeeper in the world. It bounced just near him, but Umar read it absolutely well.
Yeah, that's why he's one of the best goalkeepers in the league, and that's why it was justifiable for Medina to win the FF Cup last season, because he did wonders. He was at his best, and still now he's at his best. So he just have to be there for the team whenever they need him.
Absolutely has to be. Here comes a corner for Waa Banjul, who had been challenging in the game in the best way possible. A long one. Great piece of defending there from Modu Sadio, helping the back line. Selu Jallo trying to guard that ball. Modlamin Dabo winning that ball, and he goes a free kick. He's a very hard-working player. Very hard-working. The work rate is absolutely good. That's what you need in the team. Look, he win the ball at the defense with Modu Sadio, and then a free kick for Medina. Work rate is good.
Yeah, his work rate, his commitment, his involvement in the team, his contribution. I think he's a player that Medina needs, and he has it. I saw it coming because he wanted to come here last season, but it wasn't possible. We had some registration and clearance issue for him, but this season we got him, and we are happy that he is here, and he's really, really showing that he really wanted to be here, and we are happy that we have him.
So meaning his work rate contribution is of two folds. One, he's naturally a hard-working player, and two, he has Medina at heart. Isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So that is gonna help him to gel in the team, because he wants to play in the team. So if you want to play in the team, you just don't want to play in the team, but you have to be able to play in the team, and that is what he's showing on and off the pitch, and that's why the Gaffer made no mistake but to pick him.
Goal for a first-time drive. The first touch was absolutely good. The turn was super slick, but the drive wasn't absolutely well placed, but so close.
Yeah, he could have found the net there, but it was agonizingly high, sailing above the goalpost, and we just hope that one of his shots find the back of the net, and that will relieve the pressure of the boys, because we really needed 3 points for today, and I'm sure they really know what is exactly at stake, and they are just going to do that.
Well, we need his shot to find the net. One of his shots found the net against Gunjur United at the foot of the box. that was taken in the 15 minutes of the clock, which even the experienced Mohamed Toure of Gunjur couldn't have a hand on it. Landing Jata going long. Waa Banjul trying to clear their line. Brian mainly doing the hard work at that DM role. Maybe an experiment from the gaffer, but this has been done in many training sessions anyway. And even last season, he played on that DM role on many occasions. Brian trying to turn to Mustafa Jaju. Good throw from Mustafa to Abdul, who is nowadays to the box. Abdul selling in the first time delivery. Great defending there from Nyasi for Waa Banjul. Sell touching it down to Landing Jata, going for a first time delivery, but that wasn't the best of crosses from Landing Jata. And Suleiman Jouf handles that with absolute poise for Waa Banjul. Morisajo calling them to come out. So to Selu closing down the available space, stopping them from starting. They're trying to do in the best way possible. So Suleiman Jouf did not mind. For Waa Banjul will go for long. Yeah, here goes. A long and a high one. Buba Jaita jumps. Win that first time header. Mustafa Jaju loses that. Yeah, that is a free kick. That is a foul. Of course, I'm from Buba Fai. Yeah, he did win the ball, but he used his elbow to stop Mustafa Jaju from jumping. And that is a good call from the central referee.
He was climbing all over the player. It was visible. And the referee was just, some yards away from the action. Yeah. And definitely that was just to tell the referee that you have to call this one. And I think, yeah, that was a right call from the referee. And that's beautiful to see referees taking decisions when they are supposed to take decisions here.
And an absolute brave one. Abdullah Conte at this box. Lamin Sisa alongside. Sisa Lamin threading it to Selu Jallo, who saw the run of Landing Jata very early on. Jata jinking past the opponent's players, threading a pass to Selu. Selu to Morisajo, wonderful football, but great defending there by the tall lanky Suleiman Gay for Waa Banjul. And that will be a throw for Medina to be taken by Landing Jata on the right hand side. Jata to Selu Jallo, who is arguably the sweetest player in the land at the moment as far as the Gambian second division is concerned. Selu, what a wonderful first time touch again, looking for the run of Moulamin Dabo on the first time cross. Great goal from Mustafa Jaju. He has been promising them for quite a long time. Against Gunjul United sang you are there, I will tell you. He had more shots in the second period than any other player. And today, the goal has been coming and it finally arrived. Moulamin Dabo with his first assist for Medina. And Mustafa Jaju with his first goal of the season on the same goal post he scored against Birkama last season. Of course, we have 23 minutes on the clock. Medina 1, Waa Banjul 0. Sang.
Yeah, like I said, we have to make every moment count, every opportunity count. And this was one of the team goals that I was talking about. This is a team goal. You can see the lads know how to find each other. Selu is very comfortable on the ball. Excellent first touch. Turns and finds Dabo, and Dabo just sends in a beautiful cross in the box, which was met by Mustafa Jaju. Excellent header. Place it at a position where the goalkeeper couldn't help himself, but has to just look at the ball, sailing right, passing into the bottom of the net. That was a beautiful Medina goal, and we hope that they stay disciplined, stay tight, and wait for another moment to keep Waa Banjul under pressure and punish them even much more.
Sang, I'm compelled to say this, or I'm obliged to say this. After the game, Sang, we shared some WhatsApp messages after Gunjur game. I told him, were you drunk after you came in? Why all those long balls? He said he's tired of failing promise. He has been promising me goals for quite a long time. They have not been coming. Today you saw him calling me after that goal. That is promise finally fulfilled. Long ball into the penalty area, and that's another corner for Medina United. Moulamin Dabo press him all the way to the wire, and Selu will be taking that corner. 24 minutes on the clock, heading to 25. Medina at their home ground, the Birkama Boxman Mini Stadium 1. Waa Banjul 0. Selu added to the box again, trying to jump past his marker. Notch from the back. Nothing said the central referee, and absolutely there was nothing. Brian Mendy to Selu. He lost it there again for the second occasion in quick succession. The players weren't happy by the loose ball, calling them to calm down. Apologizes there. And here comes a throw for Waa Banjul. To be taken by the left fullback, Nyasi. While Sang Gafa Musa Sabal on the third line, he guided Sports FA to the Serakunda East Norwegian Trophy. and he's here with Waa Banjul. I think he's the lead trainer, he told me. And you can see when he told line now.
Well, he has to do a little much more better because this side has been together for the second season now, and with them they have Alujain that has experience as a player and as a coach. He has won everything. I think he's actually comfortable at this level. So if you want to play against Alujain's team with kids like this that have a lot of talent and they know how to play together, you can see Brian today. He's locking the midfield and he's allowing Selu and Mustafa to run free, and he's standing in front of the defense, making those crucial interceptions and passes. So like I told you, it was a tactical switch. So I think the team has a balance, but they still have to stay disciplined and focused.
Absolutely, stay disciplined and focus. Well, if Medina go on to win this game, Gaffer Alujan will be given the man of the match because his change. Mustafa did not start any game this season so far. This is his first, and he came in and scored. What must have Gaffer Jan saw before this game, sir?
That's a training ground decision. He must have been observing the kid at the training ground. He must have been looking at the team. He must have been going through some experiments. That's a coach. A coach is a scientist. You conduct experiments. So what works, you bring it to the real game.
What works, you bring it. Mustafa Jaja in the box. Oh, he knew what he was trying to do, but he could not do it. Here comes Suso, touching it to Alassane Jane. Jane to the DM in Ibrahima Sow. So, behind the ball for a minute. The coach told them that they are trying to do now in the best way possible. Buba fight to Nyasi. Nyasi, come. Gaffer Sabale told him. All the way back to Suleiman Gay. Patient for a moment. Waa Banjul play from their own half. All the way back to Suleiman Gay. Dabo has to gel in to Gaffer Jai formation. He went a little bit fractionally too early, and Gaffer told him next time don't go. He has to learn to be patient. Some more. Conte Abdullahi to Buba Jaite. Mustafa Jaju coming in, the goal scorer for this afternoon. His only goal last season came against Birkama in the FF Cup round of 16 on this very own ground from a thumping drive at the entrance of the box. Selu losses that to Brian. Apologizes. Lamin Cisse touching it down to Brian Mendy. Mendy all the way back to Lamin Keita. Omar Keita there. What wonderful football from Medina Alphas. Keita tried to thread it through. That was an overconfident pass, I'll call it. Here comes the 18 in Alassane Jane. Jane loses that to Brian Mendy, who's doing some other DM role. Nothing says the central referee. Cisse Lamin to Abdullah Conte.
Caught his heel.
Yeah, I think the feet from the opponent was a bit too high.
He caught his heel. He caught his heel, but the referee thought there was not enough impact to warrant a foul. But a foul is a foul. Doesn't matter the fraction or the severity. The player should be cautioned so that next time he won't commit such a foul in that nature, because the next time he does it might be severe on another player. So he should be cautioned so that he can know that it's a foul, so that he can play fair.
So that he can know it's a foul. Brian, the DM for this afternoon, is wobbling up, but he'll be okay to continue. Supported by the physio in Omar. And advantage Medina to be taken by Lamin Cisse, the centre back. Cisse to landing Jata. Sidi Keita was warming up, but Brian Mendy will be okay to continue. It apparently looks like Keita Omar didn't mind that. All the way to Abdullah Conte. Conte treading through in the middle of the park, looking for the run of landing Jata on the right hand side. Good football from Abdullah Conte to see landing Jata on that distance. Dabo Mod Lamin, touching it down to Lamin Cisse. Good first time control for the run of Selu, but great defending there by Nyasi, the left fullback. Here comes Alassane Jane. Mod Lamin Dabo fighting with all his life. Long one, great, not the best of passes. Abuba Jaite coming all the way back to Omar Keita. The right winger still chasing, but Keita threading it well for Brian Mendy. Good football. Mendy going long to the run of Abdul Jaju, but the right fullback was already back to close down his territory in the best way possible in Kemo Gomez. Touching it down is Ibrahima Sow. That'll be a free kick. Falujan described that press as lazy somewhat, and still the game goes. It apparently goes Boubacar Senghor for his 17th fight to the right full back, all the way back to the centre back for Waa Banjul. That was not the best of passes. Lani Jallo coming in and win the ball to Selou Jallo at the entrance of the box to Mustafa Jaju, trading a pass to Moulamin Dabo, but that pass was a little bit too deep. He wanted that early run from Moulamin Dabo, but that run never came. 30 minutes on the clock. Medina led 1-0 thanks to Mustafa Jaju's near post header from Moulamin Dabo's first assist of the line for Medina. Long one from the netminder. Lamin Cisse heading it down to the run of Modou Sadio. Nothing. Says the assistant referee at the centre back wanted offside, but no, the assistant argued. Long one. Lamin Cisse jumping and winning that header to Buba Jaite. Anywhere would do for Buba. But Lamin Dabo coming in to help. Dabo, good first time control. Win that battle, notch from the back, and a free kick for Medina United as Lamin Dabo won. You are self from here. And the Jata Kajata to Umar Keita. Keita Umar to Buba Jaite. Jaite Buba to Mustafa Jaju. Jaju notch from the back and it's a free kick for Medina at the opponent's box. There'll be yellow cards.
Okay.
Going Waa Banjul's way.
Not on Mabala, my father.
Going Usman Nyasi's way.
Not on Mabala, my father.
Mustafa is down. The official support call in. So go and support in the best way possible. Today, no water break needed. Absolutely not. It's definitely cold.
Don't try.
We're catching it, are we not?
Yeah, we're definitely catching it. Here is Birkama. Yes, when it's cold, it's cold. When it's hot, it's hot. But today, I think the weather is fair. Even for somebody who cannot run for 30 minutes, you can play this game. But the tempo I see between Waa Banjul and Medina is definitely a high tempo game. And I think the game is, if not for the goal, I think Waa Banjul also is pushing. They are trying their best. But like I said, Medina still has to be very, very focused and be very, very aware that Waa Banjul is just a team that came from the first division in the second division. So they are visiting. And I think we have to be very careful. We are the ones that are still here. They've been up there. They know the road. So we just have to be very, very careful. Give them the respect. Stay close. Stay disciplined. Just like the gaffer is trying to tell them to be very tight and stay behind the ball when they have the ball, because they have the ability to hurt any team.
Absolutely have the ability. Long one, Selou. Oh, that communication there from Selou and Buba Jaite wasn't the best. Here comes Waa Banjul now. They absolutely are sprinting in numbers. But Brian Mendy was very well stationed and win that ball for Medina. That's the role of a DM. He read that well, had to position himself. And Brian is having a game of his life. Is he a better DM than an attacking midfielder, son?
Yeah, like I said, a DM should be a clever player, not a big player, not a physical player. You can have the physical presence, that's fine, but you should be one of the cleverest players on the pitch. You should be the best player on the pitch because you have to be clever. You have to know how to intercept balls. You have to read balls. You have to help the team up front. You have to stabilize. You have to provide cover for the defense. You have to be the creative player at the final third, because when everybody is being checked up there, you stay behind the lines and then you get the ball and reorganize, you know. So everything moves around the DM. He's the pivot. It's just like the steering wheel. So you handle the vehicle. So whatever goes wrong with the team, you have to first look at the DM role, who is there. So I think bringing him here is because of his cleverness and his ability in reading the ball and his technical ability also in passing. So he's very, very good, and I think he has to improve more, but I think he's also a very good DM when you bring him there.
Absolutely. And that is another corner for Medina. Will be taken by Cello Jallo, the scorer of Medina's only goal against Gunjur United. Cello sending in a long one, very, very close to the near post. Cello coming in nowadays to the box. First time delivery again, fully cleared by Waa Banjul, all the way out. The Waa Banjul having a bit of a discussion there with the ball. Here comes Suso now, their keeper, touching it down absolutely well. But Ramin Sise was jumping all the way back to win that battle for Medina United. Jaite Buba, the left full back, looking for the run of Brian Mendy on the DM roll, attacking that ball, wanting it in the best way possible. All the way back to Landon Jata, the right full back, who exchanged some minutes with the center back. Abdullah Conte telling him, go back to your original position, son. Jaite Buba, Abdul Jaju, Mustafa told him to go all the way back to Conte. Medina playing the compost way, leading by a goal to nil so far, thanks to Mustafa's only goal. 36 minutes on the clock, 9 minutes of normal time to go. Brian has a good first time control to Conte Abdullahi. Abdullahi to Buba Jaite. Buba placing himself across. Brian told him to calm down. Abdul Jaji wants it and gets it to Modu Sajo. Medina plays some absolute wonderful football, an absolute wonderful one. Brian Mendy trying to turn to Lamin Sise. Sise Lamin turning it well to Landing Jata. That is an offside. Offside against Medina in favor of Waa Banjul. The pass would have been on the other wing, Sang is trying to say, but that pass was a little bit too early. Long one from the netminder, looking for the run of his wingers. But Waa Banjul are struggling to come over their line. Sang, this was a similar game against Gunjur as well. I think Medina dominated Gunjur this manner. They scored the first goal in a very early moments, and they could not find the second. And Gunjur came in to score. How important is it finding the second goal?
Well, the second goal is very important, but when you cannot find the second goal because your opponent is awake, you also stay tight and you protect your lead. You don't have to go out chasing the game because you don't need it more. You have the 3 points with 1 goal. So what you do is to protect the lead. So you have to make your opponent, to make mistakes, to force them to make decisions that can allow you to have those spaces behind, leave those gaps behind, to force them to be vulnerable, to force them to take the initiatives. But what you do is to stay.
I have to cut you. Are you observing Brian Mendy well, Sang? Please tell me you are. Long ball to Modu Sajo. Sajo sending in the first time cross. The goalkeeper was coming in the best way possible. The game is playing on Brian's pace. He wants to take it up, the game goes up. Take it down, the game goes down.
Pivot. He's what we call the pivot. He controls the game. He dictates the game. That's why I said, if you want to play the DM role, you have to be the best player on the pitch. You have to be a very clever player because the whole team hangs on the DM role. It hangs on the 6th player. Okay, so if you have a very, very good 6th player, then you have a stable team because he tries to organize. He's the link between the back, the midfield, and the forward, because when everybody goes up, he stays behind and he sees everything. So he organizes your team. So if you have him like what Brian is doing, absolutely, he will have to dictate the pace of the game and the shape of the team as well.
Absolutely. The pass from a landing was a bit too early. I think Landing Dabo, energy and pace of the game is dwindling a little bit.
He's expecting too much from Dabo.
As Gaffa is telling him to be ready, but Sang thinks otherwise. But he's a young boy, he has to adapt to the team's demands for now. The reminder Suleiman Diouf for Waa Banjul will be taking the resulting ball. As we have 40 on the clock, 5 minutes of normal time to go in the first period. So far 1-0 for Medina, thanks to Mustafa Jaji's only goal. Sellu tried to touch it down for Mo Lamin Dabo. Losses that there for Waa Banjul, but Landing Jata was sprinting all the way back to Lamin Sise. Sise to Brian Mendy was looking for the run of his left full back in Buba Jaite. Jaite Buba to Mustafa Jaju. Jaju to Jaite. Brian again to Abdullah Conte. Conte the centre back, going long, too close to the centre back in Suleiman Gay for Waa Banjul. Waa Banjul on the original all white blue color, of course to the under away kiss as well. Mustafa Jaju on the bottom, Modu Sajo, who has only one centre back to beat. Modu Sajo still running in the penalty area. Free kick, says the central referee. but it must have been so very close to the box. So very close. And a free kick. Modou Sadio does absolutely well. Sello wanting that ball. A left-footed attacking midfielder. Sello. Moulami Dabo too is interested, but Sello definitely looked to be well placed for that ball. Dabo wants it. The free kick committee is still having a discussion. Sello, it looks to be a left-footer's ball, but Moulami Dabo too definitely is interested on that ball. Because he has just so much belief on his leg, confidence to demand that, the audacity to demand that alone was to be tested. But Sello is definitely the ideal candidate, as he has the right fullback landing Jata too behind that ball. Mustafa Jaju running to the penalty area. Brian Mendy having a discussion with Buba Jaita, the left fullback, giving him the best advice possible. Who is to tag? Is it the right foot of Moulami Dabo or the wizardry left foot of Sello Jallo at the edge of the box against a 5-man barrier? In so there too, as Mustafa Jaju was placed at the edge of the box, was coming out to close. The referee giving them instruction as to how to save themselves in the best way possible. Dabo, Buba Jaite and Sello behind that, but Sello looks to be the only available candidate now. Here goes the whistle. Sello placing himself for a drive, picking his spot in the best way possible. Sello! Oh my word! That was absolutely close, but close is not enough. As Waa Banjul come calling again. Sello still trying to jump past his marker. Shusho, where's a free kick for Waa Banjul? Sello nursing a bit of pain. He has to go down. He has to go down. Yeah, he needs the support in the best way possible. Long one. Sadio calling for that. With the centre backs trying to win that battle in the best way possible. Sello still limping, and there comes a throw for Medina. To be taken by Sello, touching it down to Moulami Dabo. Sello brought down, and wins a free kick.
He came back to pay back.
Yeah, absolutely. Riven
On what side of the field?
of his colleague, yeah. So Sello is down, nursing an almighty pain. That was definitely a high and a rash challenge, a definite reckless one. Nova to check a potential red card. See the Keita warming up. Maybe, just maybe. Sello is still down, nursing an almighty pain. It looks as though receiving support from the Theseus. That was a high one, Sang.
Yes. I think
That is the only right call. The only right call. Red card for Abdullah Sar. That was definitely too reckless from Abdullah Sar. And he has received his marching orders. He did not even argue. That was a very, very rash one.
No, he couldn't argue. I don't know what was his intention, but it just went out of control, and that was too reckless. And with that red card, it's gonna be more difficult with Waa Banjul, but it's gonna be more dangerous for Medina also, because they can throw everything out because they have nothing to lose now. So this is the moment we have to be very, very much careful. And then the other thing we have to do is to take the numerical advantage into something positive. That's what we need to do. And if we had that free kick in at the back of the net, it would have been game over for Waa Banjul, definitely.
Absolutely. Here comes the free kick to be taken by Brian Mendy. We're waiting for the foot official to know how many will be added on. There was a locking ball from Brian. And Waa Banjul have a man down in Abdullah Sar. 3 minutes to be added on. Over the 40. Buba Jaite on the left side. A man down, that is their goalie. Waa Banjul supporters to call him.
It's a risky job.
Absolutely.
People don't understand. They follow their emotions.
I don't think there was much there to be given a red card for. I think that was more or less like a ball challenge. The goalkeeper threw himself on that ball and that collided with the center forward. It was more or less like a collision rather than a foul.
Yes.
But he'll be okay to continue.
There was nothing on that.
The foot official
There was nothing on that.
is going for his pockets. A potential card
His influence.
for Abdullah Conte.
His influence.
Is he trying to compensate maybe?
No, his influence.
Modu Sajo. Red card. Red card, Modu Sajo. That is a funny call.
That's what I'm saying. He's been influenced.
I think he spoiled his game.
Yeah, he's spoiled
If he knew,
over the game.
if he knew he cannot maintain the composure after giving that first red card, then don't give a red card at all.
Yeah, at all.
Just maintain your game. That is a funny call.
He has pressure.
That is a funny
It's
call.
pressure. And that takes a toll on the referees. Referees cannot allow to take pressure from what they hear from fans saying, because he didn't see the action. If he had seen the action initially, he would have taken the decision by himself. So who told him? So they are under pressure, they are influenced for such kind of decisions, and I think it's definitely uncalled for. That was a collision. A collision and an intentional foul is different. So if you want to compensate a team, that's not the way you compensate a team. You compensate a team when it is definitely outright, a definitely outright foul from a player.
I think
it's
the
wrong.
cross came in. The cross was a teaching cross that was like going as far away from the goalkeeper in the best way possible. So Modu came in to attack the ball. The Netherlands too came in, so there came the collision. I don't think that was a record in any land. But every team or both teams down to 10 men. Medina are out of centre forwards at the moment. Umar Bojang is out injured for at least 3 weeks. Modu Sadio shown a red card. And Sello Jallo coming in. Sello drifting inside the opponent box in the best way possible. They still have to maintain that for the first period in the best way possible. Brian at the edge of the box. Mustafa heading it back to Brian Mendy. Here comes Buba Jaite. Jaite sending it across. And the netminder Suleiman Diouf came in to win the ball to Suso. Suso for Waa Banjul. As we have played in almost every minute in the other time. This could be the last action of the game for Waa Banjul. They're coming in for the final ball. Sar to the left winger, all the way back. The referee looking at his clock, maybe compensating that a little bit of minute delayed. That led to the red card from Modu Sadio. Here comes their DM in Boubacar Faye. Faye Boubacar, all the way back to Nyasi. Modu Lamin Dabo winning that ball. Faye sending in a first-time delivery. Umar Keita was watchful of that action. Landing Jata through coming in the best way possible, and with that bottle with absolute poise. Landing Jata to Sello Jallo. Sello trying to turn to Mustafa Jaju. Jaju also trying to turn in the best way possible. Looking for the role of Buba Jaite. Medina playing with absolute flyer and phone. Jaite Buba rolling inside the penalty area in the best way possible to Abdul Jaju, who's coming in. First time drive on the crossbar again. How long do they have to hit the crossbar before they find the first goal? Molami Dabo, first time delivery, headed wide and out for a throw for Medina. Half time. Mustafa Jaju's only goal is so far the only difference. 3 talking points, first from the goal from Mustafa, second from the red card on Abdullah Sar, and third on Modu Sajo. 45 minutes of football, of real entertainment, of real fun, and of some great refereeing decision. Half time, Medina United 1, Waa Banjul 0. We are back for the second period. Another 45 minutes of action. Both teams down to 10 men at the Birkama Box Mini Stadium. Waa Banjul preparing for a second half. Something looks as though there are 12 preparing to come in. So the substitution has to go before they can make it. Change of plans, change of rhythm, change of structure. Abubakar Joe preparing to come in for Waa Banjul. Susotori style play for Waa Banjul. Only waiting for the central referee. As Waa Banjul prepare for the sub. The referee looks at his watch. 45 minutes of action to play. 9 and 13. Yeah. So long one. Back to the center back. To the right full back for Waa Banjul. Here comes Wafai. All the way back to the center halves. To the left-sided center half. Long ball. Buba Jaita standing absolutely firm on the side. Gomez coming in. Great defending there from Abdul Jaju on the deep left of the field. As Waa Banjul preparing a double sub. Bubakar Job is definitely coming in for Waa Banjul to replace the red card, first half red card in Abdullah Sar. Long Waa Banjul playing it calm and composed. Sello given the responsibility to attack. Medina looks to be playing a 4-2-3-1 formation at the moment. A 4-2-2-1. I mean, she say anywhere would do for Lamin. Sajame coming in as their center half is off. So Musa Jamna and Babukar Job all in. And Suleiman Gay, the tall lanky center half, is off. Plus, and so on. Here comes the 13 in Musa Jame, who looks to be playing in the full back role now. Sello touching it down. Not the best of touches, winning the ball back. Babakar Fai at the edge of the box. Abdullah Conte, very wonderful, well-timed tackle. Molamin Dabo winning the ball back. Mustafa Jaju loses that ball at the edge of the box. Here comes a pass threaded in. The Babakar Job. Buba Jaita does absolutely well. And that will be a goal kick for Medina United. Marquez attacks to Lyman Cisse. Cisse to landing Jata on the right hand side of the field. Landing Jata going long, looking for the run of Mustafa Jaju. But that's hard for a throw for Medina. We're taken by landing Jata on the deep right. This red card sang is going to change the whole dimension of the game.
Yeah, and it's more difficult for Waa Banjul. Medina will have to sit tight. They will have to take the game easy. They will have to manage every minute of the game and try to see whether they can see off Waa Banjul with the 1-0. So I think Waa Banjul wouldn't try to risk everything coming out, because having a man down playing against Medina that is very, very resolute today, I think it will be a big mistake if you want to throw it all out at this moment with this numerical equality of 10 men each. So it's a dramatic twist here. So I think maybe the referee will have to explain in his report how his game ended with 2 red cards.
Absolutely, and that's our fair corner. Landing Jata was pressing so deep. Rolito Mohamed Dabo, his first cross was wonderfully defended by crowded bodies of the blue colors of Waa Banjul. But here comes the corner for Medina to be taken by Inoros Selo Jallo, who's warming up for Medina. You know, or give a confirmation? Susana, yeah, the center forward. And so far, I was questioning who is the other center forward remaining on the bench. Hausu is there. So here comes the corner to be taken by Selo Jallo. Selo drifting along one, so close to the netminder, but he didn't do enough. Waa Banjul working it out. Buba Jaite tried to control low. There was not a decision there from Jaite, but does win it back as he plays it well for Selo Jallo. Selo all the way back to London Jata. Yeah, who felt taking it back to the goalkeeper was a bit risky. He always gets his calls right, always gets his decision right, and now it's a throw for Medina United. Mustafa Jaji felt was hit on the face. And then Jata to Brian Mendy. Brian trying to win that battle, but great defending there from Boubacar Job. He winning it back. Crowded bodies by Abdul Jaju and Brian Mendy. One aim. The objective is to win it back as quickly as possible after losing it. Umar Keita going long to Abdul Jaju. Great defending there by Waa Banjul, but not the greatest of defendings. This time they'll have the chance to clear their line. Here comes Boubacar. Lost it there to Mohamed Dabo. Brian Mendy said that was the ball.
100%.
And he's giving a book. The referee is visiting his pockets. Is he losing his composure?
No, I don't think he's losing his composure. But the game is just getting too feisty, and he just have to have a grip on the game by one way or the other. If not, he's going to show a lot of cards here, because you can see a moment ago, Jaji was lying along there on the other side of the pitch, and there was nothing done, yeah, and he was elbowed. We can see that, but you cannot call that for the referee. He has to make the decision. He's in charge. So whatever goes wrong here, that is going to be on him and not any of us. But at the end of the day, everything goes back to the team results. So the referee has to be in charge of this game.
Mohamed Dabo running inside the penalty area. He assisted the first goal. He was sending another locking ball, but too close to the netminder. As Waa Banjul's Boubacar Job coming in. Job all the way back to Jame Musa. To the centre backs. And Waa Banjul trying to build patiently from the back. The clock of the game. As we have 6 in the second period. Okay. So now we are 7 into whatever we have. Long one. Left full back touching it down to the netminder. In them Suleiman touching it down the Job. Boubacar. Selo was pressing him deep. Advantage by free kick for Waa Banjul. To be taken by Suleiman Juve, their netminder. Juve taking it quick, going for long. Abdullah Conte backpedaling, winning the header, first time to Mustafa Jaju, who is having a very, very good game. Jaju Mustafa does absolutely well and now wins a throw for Medina United. They're giving us that hard work, that commitment, that composure, that fighting spirit. They are on the deep left of the field. Here comes a throw to be taken by Buba Jaite. On the left-hand side of the field, it is the second game of the 2024-2025 GFF Second Division season. Hawks won this crown last season and qualified to the 4th division. Sello Jallo wins a corner for Medina. Good fight there from Sello. And Abdullah Conte is interested. So too Lamin Sisay. The two centre-back pairing. They call on the both right and left full-backs to drift back. So to the DM, who is now given the license or the authority to drift in a little bit more. Abdul Jaju taking it quick to Sello Jallo. Jallo back to Abdul at the edge of the box. Wins another corner. There was some slick combination, some slick passes, some good movement, a good drive from Abdul, but the goalkeeper stood firm. So here comes the corner, just 9 minutes or so on the clock. Abdul Jaju taking it quickly. Abdul is now urged by the gaffer to hit it in the penalty area. Molamin double call to go to the first line. Long one from Abdul Jaju and a great header from Lamin Sise. The centre back by excellent. Doing it the Lamin Sise way. But what a delivery from Abdul Jaju. And Lamin Sise at the back post doing it the Lamin's way. Heading it down with absolute poise and composure. Tonio Medina in the lead at the Box Family Stadium.
Yeah, definitely. I think this game is going to go very, very difficult for Waa Banjul right now. It's like a steepy mountain to climb, and they just got to find the grips to be able to hang on, to have grips to climb the steepy mountain. So definitely, I think this game is just getting more difficult and more painful and more excruciating by the moment for Waa Banjul. Medina has the grip now. They have 2 goals, and it's going to be very, very difficult to see Waa Banjul come back into this game. It's not over, but I think it's going to be very, very difficult to see Waa Banjul coming back into this game.
Yeah, I think they attacked the ball with poise. When the corner came in, but Alijan also have another press on that. They wanted to play a simple 1-2 again. Alijan said, no, sons, you have to go long. They did go long, and they did have the second goal. They're having it all right. Waa Banjul now have a mountain to climb, an absolute mountain to climb. If they have to go over the 3 points, they drew their first game against Ouagadougou by 1-0. And today they're trailing by 2-0 against the FF Cup champions. Long one. Bouba Jaite backpedaling. As Musa Jame was chasing, but that's out for a throw for Waa Banjul. The boys from Banjul trailing by 2-0. And as he comes to the penalty area, Mustafa Jaju working it out, looking for the run of Abdul. But here comes their 19 in Abubakar Senghor on the left-hand side of the field. They're pressing deep. All the way back to Soy Brahma. We're sending along in the penalty area. Great defending there by Lamin Sise. Brian is down. Abdul Jaju is chasing. Bouba Jaite also under the deep inside the opponent box. So too more Lamin Dabo. Sello Jallo on the ball. Sello tries to jink past his markers. Tries to connect Abdul Jaju, but that's out for the corner. That's out for a corner for Medina. That was a foul, yeah. I think Mustafa Jaju is the one down there.
Yeah, that's Jaju. He is down. But I don't think it's anything serious. But at that time there was pain there, so he just has to go down because he cannot bear. Yeah. So I think it's a good thing that also the referee let the ball to go because it was Medina's advantage at the same time. So that was a good decision so far from the referee, and we are just happy that Judge is back on his feet and he is ready to go.
Absolutely. Here comes Sello, first time in the penalty area. Great defending there by Waa Banjul all the way halfway through. To be taken by the no-Ross Bouba Jaite to the left fullback. As Waa Banjul players are running in numbers to bring the ball back in the fray. Here comes a throw to be taken by Jaite Bouba. Touching it down to Lamin Dabo, who withheld the pressure and win the battle. Jaite touching it under the foot of the opponents and wins a throw again for Medina. He has the physical presence, the physical attribute, and all the work that you need in the world. Jaite Buba, the left full back. Trying to go long, but touching it down to Sello Jallo. Sello has a good first time control, and that's a goal kick, says the central referee. To much dismay from Medina United players. They wanted that corner, but that corner never came. And Waa Banjul building up from their back now. Here comes the 19 in Boubacar Senghor. Touching it down to the 17 in Bouba Faye. Bouba Faye going long, looking for you on Boubacar job. But Bouba held Jaite. Will have to cover the line in the best way possible. As they're trailing by 2 goals to nil. As their supporters ooze for a cry anytime they start building up from the back. They want to put the ball in the penalty area in the best way possible. But Lamin Sisse and Abdullah Conte and Omar Keita need those clean sheets. They need their first clean sheet of the season. Abdul Jaju. Jaju to Sello Jallo. Sello who is trying to turn. Wanted to connect Abdul, but he could not connect Abdul. As Waa Banjul pressing in numbers offside. I think he went way too early. Marqueta behind that. House Sane and Sidi Keita are warming up. A long one for more Lamin Dabo. But wanted to have a control on that. I'll win a throw for Medina. To be taken by Jaite Buba. L. Brian Mendy. Buba going all the way back to Abdullah Conte. Conte will roll it back to Omar Keita, who are in absolute no hurry. It's 10 against 10. No numerical advantage for any team. But Gaffer Alujan seemed to have the ideas quicker than the opponent's Gaffer. As he set up with the team in a way in which Sello Jallo is playing double roles now. Both attacking midfielder and centre forward. Sang, if you observe. All the lineup remain. So Mustafa Jaju will press in when Sello goes into attack. So Sello is playing 2 roles now at the moment. Him as an attacking midfielder and him as a striker. Too much workload for the young boy, but a tactical one.
No, I don't think there is a workload there for him. The only thing is for him to slide forward and slide deep. And when you see Waa Banjul have the ball, you will see a line of 4-4. Yeah. So we have 8 players behind the ball, and then it's only Sello that is trying to exert pressure on the defense. And then you can realize that the gap that Medina leaves behind is too small for Waa Banjul to play those long balls and try to chase, because our wing backs are quick, they are very pacey, so it's going to be difficult for them to really have a break here, definitely.
Absolutely. That was a corner. That was a communication mishap. The assistant referee went for corner. The referee says otherwise. But in the end, we go with the referee's decision. And that's for a goal kick, as he says. Too much obliged, as we do. Waa Banjul coming in. As they are preparing another double sub. Brian Mendy pressing him out in the best way possible. 17 on the clock in the second period. As we have a little over 28 minutes to go. Here comes Jame. Going for that first time cross. Preparing for a double sub. As they are 9 and 11 in for Waa Banjul. The 6 is off with Ibrahim Assaw and the 19. $17 on the clock. Lanijara on the deep right. This could possibly be the first 3 point of the season. taking them to 4 of this year's season. Sello Jallo at the foot of the box, trying to create work for numbers to drift in. Buba Jaita was already making that early run, but too much delay, the players cried, and he wanted to bring in the composure and calm. Mustafa Jaju trying to turning he does to Sello Jallo, Sello to Abdul Jaju, Jaju back to Mustafa. Good football from the Medina outfits. Tomo cheers. Mustafa Jaju to Brian Mendy. Mendy trailing in a pass to Buba Jaite. Jaite first time cross to Molami Dabo, and that was a good defending there from the 16 for Waa Banjul, and that's out for a corner for Medina. Sello Jallo is interested in to take. So to Modlamin Dabo. They did have a goal from the corner, courtesy of Abdul Jaju's wonderful delivery. Modlamin Dabo is interested, placing it for Sello Jallo. Sello to Modlamin at the edge of the box, going for a first-time drive. He wanted to go for goal all by himself. Lamin Sisa is interested still. He was still in the penalty area after that ball was taken. Waa Banjul now attacking numbers. Mustafa Jaju sprinted well back to win that ball. That's what you call hunger. That's what you call passion. Fighting for the team in the best way possible, which he does. Telling a pass to the role of the right full back. Good first time delivery to Molami Dabo, whose only duty to do now is to controlling it. Offside, says the assistant referee. Wonderful play from Medina.
How is that an offside?
The boys are playing with absolute confidence, Sang.
I'm still waiting to know how that's an offside, because Landy ran deep. Landy ran deep. He ran deep before he sent in that cross, and then the boy had to sprint and meet the cross. So I don't know whether he was still sleeping down behind the line, the defensive line, to find him in an offside position. But I doubt that. But like we've just seen, that was brilliant from Medina. They had a very good moment there. The team has a good shape. They understand exactly what they are doing. They are recovering the balls quick. They are playing into those spaces. Brian is making those very good passes. He is making interceptions. He's really controlling this game. I think this is one of his best games so far in the second division.
Yeah. In fact, this is the best game of him I watched. He did have a good game here against Birkama last season, in which most of the goals were from his feet. I don't know whether you observed. Exactly. He did not have the first assist, but most of the second balls were from him. Mustafa Jaju's goal was from him to Dominic Boasi. The goal from Lanijata was from him to Mustafa Jaju. Yes. Was from him to Dominic to Mustafa Jaju. So he was more or less involved in almost all the goal. And the corner, it was him who worked the ball to the opponent's body all the way after a corner. So this could be his best game. But goal contribution wise, Birkama was more, but today he's enjoying his life. I think he's comfortable on that DM role. Yes. Sidikate and him have a little discussion to do. And double substitution been prepared now. Sidikate is now preparing to come in. The original DM of the team, Lamin Sise, touching it down to Mustafa Jaju, who is arguably the man of the match today. Mustafa Jaju is also having a very good game because of his goal contribution early on. He's down. The player for Waa Banjul telling them to kill the tempo of the game. Killing it they are doing. Jata landing to Lamin Sise. Ramos they call him, unjustifiably so. To Umar Keita. Buba Jaita making the run. Umar Keita, a good kicker of a ball offside. Yeah, this was offside. This was offside, I can confirm. Buba Molami Dabo made the run very early on. Even from my angle, it was an offside. I agree with the assistant referee full time, sir. Double stopped. Sidi Keita and Hausu Sane coming in. Who is going off? He needs first legs now. First legs needed. Sello looks to be running out of legs. He's definitely, I think, the one. We have to rest him. Yeah, he's definitely the one going off. We have to rest him. Definitely. He's the best player of the team. I think he'll be rested with either Abdul Jaju or Molami Dabo.
He's the danger man of the team, so he needs to.
Yeah. But let's see what the gaffer opts to do. Banjul pressing inside the penalty area. First time delivery. That was so close, but Molami Dabo goes all the way back to help the defense line. Lamin Cisse touching it out to Abdou Jaju, who's running into space. But great defending there by Waa Banjul as they crowded the opponents in the best way possible. At the edge of the box, going for a first-time delivery. That was a little bit too deep, and that falls to the gloves of Umar Keita. As Waa Banjul, Medina preparing a double sub. Sello is going off for O'Brien is going off. Brian and Sello are going off.
They need to rest.
Yeah, I think
They need to rest.
they gave in their all. So Sidi Keita will be coming in. Would there be a change of sub? Brian going off. I'm not too okay with that decision though. But let's see.
That's his best game today. You can hear the applause from the fans.
Even the gaffer is happy with him.
Yes.
The bouncing Brian had a very, very good game. He must be proud of himself, isn't he?
Yeah, he is proud of himself. Even the fans agree to our voting that today is one of his best games. You can hear the applause from the stands, and even the gaffer was giving him a thumbs up to say that you good. And I think from the onset during the preseason, I was telling them that it seems as if he is very, very committed this season. And you can see from the Super Cup he started the game in Gunjur, he was there, and today also he was given a very, very crucial role, which he executed excellently and brilliantly. So I think he is definitely a talent and an asset for Medina.
Absolutely. It's Gaffer Alijan going for 4-2-3 formation now. Long ball into the penalty area. Lamin Cisse clearing his line. Mustafa Jaji touching it down to House Sane. Signing, of course, Medina academic graduate. Mustafa Jaju to Lamin Jada. He did play in the third division last season in Banjul. Scored more goals than any other player. Abdullah Conte Abdullah. Moulamin Dabo again making the early run. Jaite Buba going all the way back. Well done, Gaffer Alijan said. And to much delight from the Gaffer. And the Jata to Abdou Jaju. Yeah, I think the coach Alijan is doing a lot of work on Moulamin Dabo to get used to the team's playing style. Mustafa Jaji wanted to trade in a pass to Landing Jata. Landing, ball is still in Medina's favor. Abdou Jaju going for the delivery. Great defending there from the 13 in Musa Jame. And Boubacar Job will now have the chance to clear his line, going for a long one. And Lamin Cisse was reading that ball with all his life. And that's our first throw for Medina, to be taken by Mr. Cisse on the far left or Landing Jata. Good game. Medina love this ground. So to the players. It is good that most of their fixtures this year are on this ground. They will love it, won't they?
Yeah, I think that's a plus. That's why we chose our first choice here as our home before our field will be ready. So I think Birkama is home because we done splendid things here. We played very good games here, and I think the boys really love this place. They are comfortable with the environment. They are comfortable with the pitch, and you can always see it whenever they play here. Doesn't matter the opponent, doesn't matter the results, but they definitely always give their all, and the game is always beautiful.
Absolutely, always beautiful. They're doing it in the most beautiful way. For Waa Banjul, they are not enjoying the beauty. Long one. Medina are now defending in safe. Good balancing shape. Good movement. Moulamin Dabo coming back to help the left full backs in the best way possible. Doing it as a team. This they can do very well. This they don't even need coaching because they have been coached well for last season. This is how they won the FF Cup, didn't they? Lamin Cisse, Sidi Keita, Abdullah Conte. Keita, Jaite Buba, all the way back to Umar Keita, who does a no-nonsense clearance there. Looking for Moulamin Dabo. Good first-time control. Good ball sweep to Abdou Jaju, who does well to head it down to Landing Jata. Landing, running it with full confidence to Mustafa Jaju, who's having a very, very good game. A good pass to Abdou Jaju, who's running inside the penalty area. But that was a good defending there from the 14. That is Kemo Gomez for Waa Banjul, and that's our first throw for Medina, which Landing Jata is in no hurry to take. 27 minutes on the clock in the second period. Medina leading by 2-0, courtesy of Mustafa Jaju's first time near post header and also Lamin Cisse. Both goals are scored by the heads today. Lamin Dabo, good football to Buba Jaite, who's running in for drive. That was whiskers away. The boys are playing some good football.
Yeah, definitely. I think with all due respect to Waa Banjul, they are a decent team, but today I don't think they are up to the level of Medina. We just have to say the way it is. But I think today they find themselves at the wrong side of the game, and they are facing an opponent who is determined, who is ready to take all the 3 points. They are trailing 2 goals down with 10 men, and Medina, they can play this game. This is an art for them. They know how to do this, so it's going to be difficult for Waa Banjul to find a way back into this game.
Absolutely. Abdullah Conte chested down for Jaita, who tried to connect Siddiq Keita. The ball is still not out. The ball is still in play. It was touching the line. The ball has to be 100% out for a throw, but it was still touching the line. Lamin Dabo loses that ball too cheaply. Ball into the penalty area. Abdullah Conte winning that ball to Mustafa Jaju to Lamin Cisse. Tall landing Jata on the right hand side. Jata landing a tank full of energy. Mustafa Jaju to Siddiq Keita, who loses that ball there in a very promising position for Waa Banjul, who are running into the penalty area, but Siddiq Keita does well to defend that. Jame going for a first time delivery. That was a lock-in ball, but Umar Keita will handle that ball with poise and will have some moments to breathe. Keita Umar, centre back touching it down. It's defense versus attack as Waa Banjul need that goal to come back in the game. Great defending again. Touch Lamin on the head.
That's a head hit.
Yeah.
You cannot tell the referee to blow.
It was a heavy blow. And we need that support from the physios to respond quickly.
The proximity of the shot was close, and you cannot tell the referee to go on. That's a hard hit on the head, and you don't know what the player is suffering from. Yeah, so it could be a concussion. So the referee made a very good call. Forces humanity before the game, because if you don't have players, you cannot have the game. So it's good that the referee did what is right, and I think the medics will just have to assess him and see what is wrong with him, and the game can continue right after that.
Yeah, the proximity and the ball was definitely hard because he was going for goal. So that shows the intention and purpose from outside the box, and it was less than 2 yards away from Mr. Cisse Lamin. So that meant the referee had to call for the attention of the officials. To much dismay from Waa Banjul players and their gaffer, but that's the right thing to do, definitely. We're heading to 75 on the clock in minutes, with 15 for Waa Banjul to find 2 goals. Can they find those 2? Advantage Waa Banjul. Here they come. A long ball in the penalty area. That was an almighty opportunity, but Boubacar Job could not make it count. Sabali telling them 15 minutes to go. Do not give it to him. Fight to the very end. You can find those 2 goals. Can they find those 2 goals? In football they say it ain't over until it is over. Kafa Ali Jain and Lamin Dabo. Long ball, Boubacar Job coming in, but Bouba Jaita does well to Lamin Cisse. Cisse to Abdou Jaju. Good first time control from Abdou. Trying to jink past his marker. But the markers stood remarkably firm for Waa Banjul. They're pressing in the numbers now, trying to find those spaces. Sidu, that was not the best of balls. Back to the danger zone. At the edge of the box, going for a drive that was a little bit too heavy. And that's out for a goal kick.
The Gabba should take it easy on him. He has seen Brian play today, so he's intimidated.
Yeah, also, it's a difficult role to come in the second half and gel in quickly.
He's intimidated.
Yeah.
He's intimidated. He's seen somebody better.
Ninjata, Abdul Jaju.
So you got
Jaju to landing.
stabilize himself.
And Ninjata coming in,
Because anything he does here today, he knows.
putting it down to Sidi Keita. Keita to Mustafa Jaju. Jaju to Abdul Jaju on the right hand side. The Jaju square. Doing it absolutely well. There to the box. Abdul Jaju still running. Good defending there from Waa Banjul as he was trying to find a way to place himself for a shot. See the Keita going all the way back and clearing his line. Hard for a throw. Mohamed Salif Jallow is coming in. Mitoma, they call him a good winger, good on the ball. A throw for Waa Banjul. Some minutes to find those goals. Now comes the 16. Going long to the penalty area. Abdullah Conte standing absolutely firm. Waa Banjul still pressing in numbers. They are not giving up. That was so close, but that was an offside. The free kick for Medina. There will be a goal kick and there will be a substitution.
Whatever he can do to the ball. Should I leave him to go and score, or should I bring him down? Bringing him down is leaving him go missing on my advantage. How some minutes to find the equalizer. 40 on the clock. 5 minutes of normal time.
One time.
this will feel at long last. Carton.